Yo, what's up, everyone? My name's Dave, and you suck at programming. I got a real quick tip for you. You can syntax check bash scripts really easily using bash -n. And there's a couple cool things you can do with it, but I want to kind of dive into it. Let's take a look at this. We have two scripts in here. We have good syntax and bad syntax. Let's look at good syntax. This is a completely normal script. This is a working script, nothing weird here. The beauty of this is, I don't know if you knew this, you can run bash on the script to execute it. You can run bash -n on the script to syntax check it. Notice that it exited successfully and didn't print anything. That means that that bash syntax is good. Now you might be thinking, well, I just use shell check for this. Shell check is an amazing program to syntax check my stuff. And you're right, shell check is amazing. I love shell check. I use it all the time. But shell check does a lot more than just syntax check. It has like lints, it has all sorts of warnings. It can, it's really involved. This is a very simple binary of, is this syntax valid, yes or no? But it's even more than that. Because remember, shell check is an external program. It doesn't know what version of bash you're going to run your script against. Whereas by contrast, I'm executing a very specific bash interpreter here, and I'm asking the bash interpreter, hey, this specific bash interpreter, are you able to run the contents of the script? Are you able to understand this, yes or no? This is really good because imagine if I had newer syntax and an old bash interpreter, that old bash interpreter might choke and bash -n will return a failure. Whereas shell check would be like, oh yeah, that's newer syntax, but I'm okay with it. This is a real nice way of asking the interpreter, can you handle this? So of course, I also have a bad script here. This is syntax that doesn't work. So we can see I am here, and then we have this if statement where we're missing this little square bracket there. So if we go ahead and try to run it, we get this, it doesn't work. Notice how we have the line I am here, and then H was given. It doesn't even bother checking that. There's nothing to do. We just have bad syntax. So why is that useful? Well, we ran the script and we got I am here, meaning it executed what was inside it. If we do mash -n, we just get the error messages. We don't get I am here. Nothing's being executed. We just get the warnings and we get a failure return code. This is super useful. There's one final note to be aware of. If you were to do bash -n on an empty file, it's valid. Because an empty file is a valid bash script technically. This isn't a quirk of bash. Other languages have this. Node, Node.js, JavaScript. I could give it dev null, -c is the equivalent of -n for bash, and it's the same thing. It considers that valid JavaScript. It's a valid Node program. So be mindful of that. Bash -n is great, but if there was something wrong, if you had this as some sort of CI or something, but the file was empty, it's going to return success. So be aware of that. Maybe check that there's something in the file before you actually syntax check it. So yeah, there's a hot tip for you. And of course, shout out to my patrons over at Patreon. We got Fractal, we got Bubsky, we got Nick, we got Hawk. We got Greg. Thank you so much for your continued support. I appreciate it. I have a Patreon. You can find it in the description below or link somewhere. I don't know. You'll find it. You guys are smart. Appreciate it.